Welcome back to the Changemaker Podcast. I'm your host, Deke Copenhaver. Today, my guest is Tamika Bean, who is a dear, dear friend, a sister, the newly elected commissioner for District 6 here in Augusta, Georgia, former executive assistant to Mayor Garnet Johnson. She is a member of our executive team for the Greater Augusta Long-Term Recovery Team. I don't want to say committee, but she's just an amazing young lady. So welcome, Tamika. Glad to have you.
Welcome to the Changemaker Podcast, hosted by Deke Copenhaver. Deke is the author of The Changemaker, a Forbes publishing book that has reached #1 on Amazon on multiple occasions and in multiple categories like management skills and total quality management. During this podcast, Deke interviews exceptional change-making leaders. Deke currently operates Copenhaver Consulting, where he helps local governments and other public organizations maximize their potential. He's also a sought-after public speaker. We hope that the Changemaker has an impact on you today and that you find takeaways that make you a better leader in your life. Now, here's Deke.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. So honored. I'm honored.
You're like one of my best friends.
Yes, but I'm honored to be here.
So just tell us a little bit about your background, how you ended up, your upbringing and everything, because you've got a really cool story.
Yes, okay. So born in El Paso, Texas. My family was military, and I had the privilege of traveling through the military. I lived in Europe, Virginia, North Carolina, all over the world. My roots were grounded first in God and people. I got to experience and see different cultures, experience what good government looked like, what didn't work. Yes, but that's what shaped me. Moved to Augusta. I came to Augusta via the military. I graduated from Butler High School, raised a beautiful daughter. I have one daughter, one granddaughter here. But along that course of being in Augusta, I got my master cosmetology license, instructor's license, became a small business owner, bought my home here. But I went back and taught at Butler High School, the school I graduated from. I was able to pour back and give back to the kids there. But all my career, over 30 years in my career, I've worked with young adults, kids, elderly people. I started a mentorship program where I mentored kids at Department of Juvenile Justice, Boys and Girls Club. It's just been rooted in service.
Yeah.
Giving back to the community, serving the people.
Well, and that's to me, and I was just telling Ethan, my producer, before you got here, but I said, if you're a kind-hearted person and getting into politics, it is not the most pleasant field to be in. Yeah. But I told him that when I first ran for mayor in 2005, people said, well, why do you want to get involved in all that? And I said, because if nobody does it, it's never going to change. So you are a kind-hearted person, but you've taken the foray into actual politics. And I just say, but you have a servant's heart. So God bless you for offering yourself for service.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I do believe if you have a servant's heart, I have always had a servant's heart. It's never been about the title, but I believe now God is calling us, believers, to stand up and speak. And so He has called me for such a time as this, and I'm honored to serve. The people chose me to serve.
Well, and I'll tell you, Tamika, I was telling Ethan as well, I said, unfortunately, a lot of times you see people get elected to office and it goes to their head and it changes their personality. I've said that I think if people have character flaws, if they get into elected office, it magnifies them. But, for 9 years, positive, uplifting, inclusive, grassroots-based. It worked 21 years ago, and it worked pretty well this year, too.
It still works. I didn't realize it until we were talking. I'm like, wow, 20 years ago, you went in at the grassroots. You put faith first. You were positive, and it still works. 20 years later, I did the same thing, and it works.
Well, and to me, It's like the Augusta Stronger Together campaign that I ran to get the mayor a vote. So same thing. It was positive, inclusive, uplifting, fun, 74% of the vote. But so you have campaign consultants that get paid lots and lots of money, but they're shooting to win, like to go to the runoff or to win 51-49. And I'm like, that's a foolhardy strategy because you're just ticking off half the people you serve. But if you run campaigns the way God would want you to run campaigns, you're getting 59%, or I got 64% or 74%. That just shows you that it's got to be about your faith and about service.
It's about service. That's the blueprint.
Yeah.
Your faith, service, and being positive and getting out there connecting to the people. That's the blueprint.
That is,
and you get 59, almost 60% of the vote.
Yeah.
You win with God.
Yeah. Well, and that's Jamie Winship, a guy that I listen to a lot, talks about, the mindset of I'm going to beat them versus I'm going to win them. Mm-hmm. You won people over. It wasn't about beating your opponent.
That's right.
I am out to win people. I'm not out to conquer or beat anybody. But let me talk to you about this and just get your take on this. So we've discussed a lot about the stronghold that the scarcity mindset driven by fear has on our community.
Yes.
And that is basically, if this district gets something, it's taking something away from me. If this nonprofit gets a grant, it's taking something away from me. But our group, the Greater Augusta Long-Term Recovery Team, is functioning under a mindset of abundance driven by faith. So as we engage the next generation, that is what I hope to instill into them, is that abundance